Most people know Kingston for the music, the food, nightlife, and the culture. But just 30 minutes away from the city, there is one of the most historic communities in Jamaica. We're talking about the famous Port Royal. Port Royal is not just a fishing village. This is a place with stories buried under the sea, streets once walked by pirates, and a history so powerful that in 2025, Port Royal was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List as a part of Jamaica's 17th century archaeology heritage. So in this video, I'm taking you to Port Royal to show you the things to do, places to visit, where to eat, and why this small community at the end of the Palisadoes is one of the most fascinating places here in Jamaica. Now, here's a little bit about Port Royal. Port Royal is located at the mouth of the Kingston Harbour, right at the end of the Palisadoes. It was founded by the Spanish in the late 1400s, but by the 1600s, it had become one of the most important ports in the Caribbean. At one point, Port Royal was known as a major center for shipping, trade, and commerce in the Caribbean Sea. But Port Royal also had another reputation. It became home to English and Dutch privateers who were encouraged to attack Spanish ships. And over time, the town became known in folklore as the wickedest city on earth. Pirates and privateers were drawn to Port Royal because of its location. It had a safe harbor, easy to access to important shipping routes, and shallow waters where ships could be repaired. But on June 7, 1692, everything changed. A major earthquake and tsunami destroyed much of Port Royal, causing parts of the town to sink beneath the sea. After that disaster, Kingston slowly took over as the main commercial center and later became Jamaica's capital. Port Royal was also damaged again by another major earthquake in 1907, which is connected to one of the most interesting attractions you can visit today, the Giddy House. And that's what makes Port Royal so special. It's not a place to just visit for seafood. It's a place where you can literally walk around, enjoy history, enjoy nature, and walk through Jamaica's maritime history. Now, the first stop I recommend is Fort Charles. When you walk through Fort Charles, you'll see brick walls, cannons, open courtyard, and views of the sea. This is one of the most important historic sites in the community, and one of the best places to start if you want to understand Port Royal's past. The British built Fort Charles after they took Jamaica from the Spanish, and it was used to help defend the entrance to Kingston Harbour.
Our original fort. England took back 100 of Fort Charles' original cannon. Those ones are...
And what I love about Fort Charles is that you're not just looking at ruins. You can actually imagine what this place was like centuries ago. Ships coming in, soldiers watching the fort, merchants passing through, and the sea right there surrounding everything. While you're at Fort Charles, you must visit the Giddy House. This building was originally used as an artillery storage room, but after the 1907 earthquake, the ground shifted and the building tilted. Today is one of the most popular spots inside Fort Charles. This is the part where history becomes fun. You'll walk in thinking, okay, just a tilted building. But the moment you step inside, your body starts to play tricks on you. Let me just leave it at that. Another part worth paying attention to is the cemetery in Port Royal. Now, this may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I just wanted to mention it in this video. Another important stop is the St. Peter's Anglican Church. It's one of the oldest churches here in Jamaica. Now, the St. Peter's Anglican Church was originally destroyed in the 1692 earthquake, and the second church was later destroyed by a fire in 1703. The church that stands today was rebuilt between 1725 and 1726, making it one of the most historic landmarks here in Port Royal. This is a beautiful stop if you love architecture, old churches, and quiet historic spaces. It also helps you understand how Port Royal rebuilt itself after so much destruction. For me, places like the St. Peter's Anglican Church reminds you that Port Royal story didn't just end with an earthquake. People stayed, people rebuilt, and the community continued. Now, after all that history, we're gonna get a bit hungry, so we're gonna talk about the food. One of the most well-known spots here in Port Royal is Gloria Seafood. Now, it's not the only place for food, but I just figured I would highlight it. Now, just know, Glorias can get busy, so if you're coming on the weekend or holidays, come with patience. But for a lot of people, eating at Gloria's is part of the Port Royal experience, and it's a must-do. So for me, Port Royal and seafood, they go together. After walking through Port Royal and learning the history, sitting down with a bit of fresh for beach fish is just a way to end your day. Now, we'll add there are other things to do, especially on a Friday night. Port Royal has this nice space where you can come out, you can eat food from different vendors. You have oysters, you get the sauce on it too.
Yeah. It's a big shit. I'm some the plant sauce so the most 7 weeks.
Eh?
No, 7 weeks. All the family bread thing. We made the sauce butter.
Yeah, you see it, it's about.
I'm afraid. Yeah. It's a big side around you.
Well, not from she's a weird Hi fellas, you're gonna have roasted calm, it's so jerk chicken, your jerk pork. It's something that you should definitely check out on a Friday night. You're at Port Royal. But let me warn you, bring your mosquito repellent because the mosquitoes up there, they're no joke. No, for something more adventurous. If you're looking for something adventurous to do, you need to check out Yardie Divers.
Alright, so back at the surface. Told them how was that?
It was good. It was really relaxing. I enjoyed it.
Jason?
That's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Alright, guys, so hope you enjoyed the footage. Looking forward to seeing you guys coming out.
Alright, so Port Royal has an underwater story because parts of the old town sank during the 1692 earthquake. But note, you won't be diving in that area because it is protected. You'll be diving on the outskirts, closer to Lime Key. So you take a boat from Why Not and then you head over to the Lime Key. It's a full day activity and it's really nice, right? So it's not just about going underwater, it's about exploring a coastline tied to one of Jamaica's most dramatic historic events. And this is something I would really recommend, and you don't need any form of experience.
It's sad.
No, I would strongly recommend that before you book, check directly with operators for availability, experience level, safety requirements, and of course the weather conditions. One of the most simplest, most meaningful things to do here in Port Royal is just walk around the community. The people are friendly, they're very prideful of their community, and they're very friendly. And of course, when you walk into the community, you walk with respect. You respect people who are there, as prefer to take photos and just enjoy the beautiful views around the community, because this is not just a tourist attraction, this is a home for many people. So if you want to make this in a full day activity at Port Royal, here is how I would do it. If you're interested in the adventure, start the day off with Yardie Divers. Start off early, then go for lunch at Gloria's. By the time you finish at Gloria's, head to Fort Charles and learn about the history of Port Royal and the Pirates of the Caribbean. Then after that, head to the St. Anglican Church. By the time you finish all of that, it's Friday evening, the setup is happening, so you'll be able to get some oysters or get some jerk chicken, jerk pork, or roasted cocktail. Also, one thing to note on your way to Port Royal, try and catch the sunset if you can. I mean, that's if you have time. It is so beautiful out there. I think it's something that everybody should at least see once in their life. And that will be a full entire day at Port Royal. Port Royal is one of those places that I definitely think deserves more attention. So many people skip when they come to Kingston, and I don't know why. It's just one of those hidden treasures that I think you need to know about. And that is why I did this video. It has history, it has food, it's about community. When you go there, you are supporting the locals that are there. It survived earthquakes, hurricanes, fire, and change. And today, it still stands as a small but important part of Kingston. So that the next time you visit Kingston, or you're looking for something different to do, take a drive out to Port Royal. Come for the seafood, stay for the history, walk the community, and experience the side of Kingston that many visitors tend to miss. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video was very useful for you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to my channel as yet, please do for all your Jamaican travel guide. Make sure to comment and like this video, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my travel guides to Jamaica. And tell me in the comments, have you ever visited Port Royal, or is this not your area? Until next time, keep exploring Jamaica beyond the usual spots. Thank you guys so much for watching.